Hi, I hope that you're extremely good. On this lesson, I'm going to teach you bracket expansion. But for you to completely understand this lesson, you should know what we mean when we are saying bracket expansion. When we are saying bracket expansion, we'll be talking about removing brackets or expanding brackets. That is what we mean when we are saying bracket expansion. And I also want you to understand that this is the opposite of factorization. So for instance, let's say you have 5x minus 3b, like this. What I want you to take note of is when you're expanding brackets, you'll be multiplying with the term that will be outside brackets or the bracket, because you can have two brackets or you can have only a single bracket like this one. So the second example, I'll show you how you simplify if you're having two brackets. Right, so now you are multiplying everything with 2, so your answer is going to be 10x minus 6b. This will be your final answer. That's how you expand brackets. You just multiply with the term that will be outside the bracket. Let's say you have got two brackets like 3 5b minus 6 plus 2b plus 8, like this. So what you do here is you will expand the bracket, and in most cases you'll be told to or asked to expand and simplify. So after you expand the bracket, you will simplify if they are like terms. When you are not told to expand and simplify, I want you to take note of this. In mathematics, you will simplify as far as possible unless told otherwise. Right, let us expand. It means this bracket you are expanding it with 3, and this bracket you are expanding it with 2. And to expand, as I told you, is to remove bracket. And how do you remove bracket? You multiply by the term that will be outside the bracket. Right. Now, this will be equal to 15b minus 3 times 6, that is 18, plus 2b plus 16, like this. Now, do we have like terms? Yes, we have like terms. You can see here, this with b and this one b, and the terms without any algebra. Now, this is going to be 15b plus 2b minus 18 plus 16. There's something that I want you to take note of. As you'll be collecting like terms for you to simplify, they shouldn't change their signs. So they should maintain their signs. Like you can see here, this 18 maintained a negative sign. If you change the signs as you be collecting like terms, the actual meaning of the expression will change, which means your answer will be 100% wrong. So for you to get a correct answer, you should not change the signs of the terms as you be simplifying after collecting like terms. Remember, this is bracket expansion. Don't confuse concepts in mathematics. I know that someone might say, but say you told me that when I'm solving equations, change sign. Yes, that is 100% correct. These are not equations. It's bracket expansion. Right, now, 15b plus 2b, that will be 17b. 18 minus 18 plus 16, that will be minus 2. If you don't understand how we get the answer here, how we get -2, I want you to watch lesson 1 on SEMPOF TV. Just type directed numbers, lesson 1, SEMPOF TV. Or you can just start by saying SEMPOF TV, lesson 1. You see the lesson there, and then you completely understand how to solve or how to simplify this. Right, let us do last example. Let's do last example. And before we do the last example, there's something that I want you to take note of. You know, some people, in most cases, their confusion will end up confusing them simply because they won't be knowing what to do. So I'm going to clarify something to you here. Let's say you have got 2m minus 1 plus 10. I want you to understand this. This 10 is not multiplying the bracket. What is multiplying the bracket? It is this 5. Why? Because this 10 is, after you expand this bracket, then you say plus 10. So this one is gonna be 10m minus 5 plus 10. Then your final answer will be 10m plus 5. Because minus 5 plus 10, that will be positive 5. I hope that you completely understand what I'm trying to say. Because because I said a number that is outside the bracket multiplies everything inside the bracket, they will think that if there is plus 10, this 10 should multiply. No, this 10 should not multiply. Yes, it is outside the bracket, but it is not multiplying the bracket. It is adding the bracket. So understand the difference. I hope that you completely understand what I'm trying to say. Let us do last example. Let's say you have something like this. 2, 3b plus 1 minus 2, 4b minus 1. What I want you to take note of and understand is that if you are having a negative sign out of the bracket or outside the bracket, that negative sign will change all the signs that will be inside. So these signs inside, they will change. But here, if there's no sign, as I told you, automatically there will be positive sign. So nothing will change here. 6b plus 2 minus 8b plus 2. Remember, I told you that this negative sign, because this bracket is being multiplied by negative 2. So this negative sign is going to change all the signs. Here there's a positive sign, it's now negative. And here negative sign is now a positive sign. And collect like terms and simplify now because we have like terms. So 6b minus 8b plus 2 plus 2. Your final answer will be negative 2b plus 4. This is the same as 4 minus 2b. Some they like to start with the one that will be having a positive sign. This is one and the same thing. Someone who will write it like this and someone who will write it like this. 4 minus 2b. You'll be both correct and you all have the marks that the question will be having. I hope that you completely understand how to expand brackets now. If there is anything that you want to ask about bracket expansion, feel free to ask me on the comment section. Also, if there is someone you know that is struggling with mathematics, introduce them to SEMPOF TV so that they will benefit as you did. I want you to take note of this. Mathematics was not difficult, is not difficult, and it will never be difficult if and if only you stay focused. So you should stay focused.